I want to talk about this for a couple of reasons. I have, of course, in the background one of the games I want to talk about that absolutely ticks me off. So these are the worst open world games I have personally played. I haven't played every single one, and I know there are genuinely bad open world games, but these are the ones that I freaking hate and I'm sick of. And I'm mostly going to tackle Ubisoft open worlds.
Eyes up, we got hostiles in the area.
Oh my gosh.
Soldiers. Check the helipad.
So I'm going to talk about Ghost Recon here, both Breakpoint and this game. Oh my goodness. If I back away, no, that's not helping. God damn, that's freaking annoying. Are you able to cancel? Not able to cut the fence or anything. I can't be detected, so that sucks. So when it open worlds that I really hate is I have to talk about Ghost Recon here. Ghost Recon bores the absolute crap out of me. I played Breakpoint recently.
Sniper.
I had the mentality. I was playing the Breakpoint games. No, Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I wanted to complete the story finally so I could uninstall the goddamn game from my stupid hard drive because it's taking up space and that thing is huge, just like most Ubisoft frickin' games. Breakpoint, I was watching a video from Layman. They were saying they think that like Breakpoint's probably the pinnacle of what Tom Clancy would have wanted. I don't think so for several reasons. I think Tom Clancy's better than that. He wouldn't allow so much bullcrap microtransactions in game. He would probably genuinely get upset about that, turning it into some sort of big profiting thing, like greedy profiting thing. Like his games are for profit to an extent, but I think he still also wants to genuinely tell good like military espionage stories. That's his bigger focus, as well as he doesn't want like civilians hurt in the crossfire and stories of the games. And I just don't feel like these games touch that, because they even bring over the stupid civilian don't kill civilians over into stuff like Far Cry, where it doesn't make sense. It's like, dude, Far Cry isn't Tom Clancy property. You're fine here. And neither is stuff like Watch Dogs and crap. I understand Assassin's Creed because that's not how the time period would go, or what that character would do in that time period of history, but it's still so stupid in some of these because they're just games.
Yo, eyes on close to the camp entrance.
I can get the Tom Clancy stuff though. I understand the Tom Clancy stuff. That was his image. That was what he thought he had in mind. I also think Angry Joe was being a bit dumb again in his State video when he was talking about Sam Fisher in the mobile game Elite Squad, because he wants fantastical environments to them, and he was like, the new game looks like a paintball game. I'm like, do you even know anything about Tom Clancy, this or that, you dumbass? Like what he had envisioned, just disgracing that. Whoops. I probably ruined. Yep. That was my fault. Man, why is that? I need to just throw my grenades somewhere else so I don't have any on me, or else I'm just going to be pressing that button on accident. Let me take care of that real quick then. I want to get those grenades out of my way because I don't need to use them for this mission. These goddamn loading screens are so long and boring. They describe the game perfectly. Anyways, I want to get into Breakpoint. I completed the goddamn story of that stupid game. It wasn't worth it. The final boss glitched out, got stuck at one spot, and, what the hell am I doing here? He glitched out, he got stuck, and then, I just got a weird angle because he couldn't come around the other side. We killed all his minions. I destroyed the drones. I didn't even get to shoot him, and he got headshot by one of my AI teammates, like, instantly. By the way, he's level 100. I'm still level 20-something when I did that. So, there's another problem with Ubisoft games. This goes with Assassin's Creed Odyssey especially. Why the hell is your story missions several freaking levels above you? Oh, of course, time savers, buy our microtransactions. Shut the hell up. I'm sick of that goddamn dumbass crap. Their open worlds are boring. Their characters are freaking boring. They're empty as hell. There's like nothing going on in their open worlds that I give a crap about.
Get to a better position.
So goddamn boring.
I got it. Moving to position.
Target spotted.
Eyes on the target. Copy that. Moving. Good to go. I'm shooting these fuckers. Tango down. We're cool. We're cool.
Alright, we got those dumbasses. Man, oh god, I can't throw the grenades now because we're freaking actually in the base now. Yeah, I'm just so sick of Ubisoft's open world crap. It's gotten ridiculous. Wish I could find whatever was making the drone go crazy. This open world is really boring. Like, the Ghost Recon games, I don't know what happened to the tactical side of the Ghost Recon games. They have stuff that feels like it's tactical to an extent, but it really isn't the same kind of gameplay we've had. Because we still have a bunch of tactical games today. It's the way they approach those type of games. We still got all these amazing RPGs, for example, that have like almost like you're playing this awesome chessboard with these chess pieces, but they have powers and crap. Take a Divinity Original Sin, for example. Like, we still have games like that exist.
I'm getting a position. Moving
And
to
it
a
just
good site.
surprises me that this is where we're going with these types of
Got the target.
games.
Drone is airborne. The signal's all bad. They're jamming the drone.
He's down. Okay, we're still all right.
Okay. Don't know where the guys are that I'm...
Sniper up in the
Roger
tower.
that. Moving. Roger. Target acquired.
Yeah, I don't know where these guys are. Yeah, these open worlds are super boring. They have a lot of empty space. Now, Metal Gear Solid 5 has a very similar thing. Matter of fact, it could technically be worse in places, because it is really empty. It's when you helicopter yourself down to a location that, like, okay, you
Hold
get
up.
this mission.
There's
But
a
even,
weapons
like,
here.
those missions, you
Got another
see
tango.
I need a better
a
position.
lot of the same kind of crap over and over again. And it starts to get boring. Like, the only difference is the enemies will be sometimes in different locations. I'll find out where this asshole is.
Target down.
I don't know where this other guy is. Okay, there's some soldiers over here, but god damn, these open worlds are just so boring.
Enemy marked. And baby makes 3.
I'm
Lieutenant
moving
marked.
to position. I need to get to a better position. Shit, I gotta find a good position. Roger that. Target marked. Say the word. Opening fire on these fuckers. That's one down.
Okay, good job. Alright. Yeah, I don't really count that as tactics, though, because unless you're playing with teammates, like, they're gonna automatically get them anyways. You just have to point, click, and then they line it up and do the rest after you command it, of course. It just doesn't feel like there's as much
Close to
to
the
it.
container.
Yeah, that's not who I'm looking for. There's a dude over there somewhere. I don't know where he is, though. There's like a dude in this building or something, too. Alright.
I got eyes on an HVT.
Alright. Hopefully that music behind me isn't, like, copyrighted. That's annoying if it is. Shut up, music. Seriously, shut the hell up.
Unidad bird on patrol. Watch out.
There he is. Dang it, he's behind that pillar. Let's mark
Moving to
this
position.
guy. I'm gonna get in and
Copy. Target marked.
can't see that guy. What the hell? There he is.
Let me get a good sight line.
You're not getting away this time.
Target marked. Dropped him.
We're gonna try and get rid of everybody if we can.
Eyes
Because
on an
I'm
Unidad ground.
sick
By
of
the camp
these.
entrance.
Sick of these guys.
Sniper, top of the tower.
Alright, got that guy. There's that guy over here. I want to get rid of him. Okay, that music's annoying the crap out of me.
I see a second target.
Hey, we got a grunt with the summit near the helipad. See?
Alright. Hold your horses. Because we don't know if there's more over here somewhere. Let's mark
Roger.
that
Let me
guy
get
just in
position.
case.
We're good. Target acquired. Everybody hold up. We got hostiles in the area. Eyes on a grunt. He's alone. By the camp entrance. I need a better
Okay.
position.
Let's-
I've got the target.
Okay. Is that seriously? Oh, no, it's not everybody. Okay, you guys take those
Got it.
two out. I'm gonna try and get this guy. I also have to say, like, the same thing. If it wasn't for Assassin's Creed having like beautiful locations as well as interesting time periods, historical figures, the gameplay actually being fun to an extent, it's not just point and shoot or have your guy shoot for you type of stuff. Then I would be having less fun
Got a tango.
with it. I definitely think there are big problems. I think Odyssey has probably my least favorite open world.
Roger that. Move it.
I love the location, but how they utilized it
Roger,
was
target
so time consuming, so boring. They just did not do a good job, and it did not help the leveling system and such. Was just absolute cancer to deal with, and their microtransactions were dumb as hell. I hated their routine with their microtransactions. What's going on here? Why is there no... There's like no door to this place. Is he in this? What the hell?
Sniper up in the tower.
Target eliminated.
Okay. That was
All
weird.
Clear, all clear.
Didn't I see that door before? Yeah, if it wasn't for that stuff, I think Odyssey also drifts really far away from the Assassins type story. I think Valhalla kind of does too, but I do think that Valhalla's a little bit closer, and thanks to some of the gameplay elements that kind of return, like the being able to blend into crowds, you get to put your hood over your head to kind of hide yourself, blend in with people that kind of are dressed similarly to you, but not entirely, as well as just like sitting on benches and stuff to blend in. I like that there are some elements that return. I think they do. There's a lot to do with also the loading screens, where you can once again run around in the loading screens and practice. As another thing I like is that you can, no matter what level the enemies are, you feel like you can still take them at very high levels compared to you. I feel like they do a better job with that. The balancing, I feel like the armors, while you can level the armor up with you in Odyssey, you buy it at that level, and it takes a lot of gold to level it up later on. And gold is annoying to accumulate. but man, they give
We got
you
company.
way
Stay
too high of levels early on, and it's
What about the SAM launchers?
ridiculous.
Blast us out of the sky. We should shut down the generators. You guys realize the second we're airborne, shit's gonna hit the fan.
But we're carrying their uranium. They wouldn't shoot us down, right?
Anyone want to take odds on that bet? I didn't think so.
That'd be insane.
Insane would be letting us go. They'd rather get rid of the evidence than risk what we're carrying.
I'm getting a position. Let me find a good position. I got it. Moving to position. Target marked. Target acquired. Ready. Call the shot. Taking a shot.
We're good. We all in one piece?
Okay. Here's the thing, though. I want to check if there are more dudes around. Because there could be. And there's something that was blocking my, that probably still is blocking my, radar, my bot drone there. Let's see.
The drone is up.
Yeah, the drone is still being
Fucked up.
jammed.
Jamming us.
What are they jamming me with, though?
Shit, we got company.
Yeah. There's still guys here.
Sniper, top of the tower.
Should be okay now.
What are they jamming me with, though? I want to get back to Breakpoint because I hate tailing missions, and I hate, like, how easily you can fail some of these missions, especially in Ghost Recon. Their world is boring and empty, lifeless. I just don't care. They're not very immersive. They say their game's trying to be more realistic, but it really isn't, especially compared to something like Red Dead, which is way more realistic. Even Metro Exodus was more realistic. It was just so dumb. They're clunky and such, but they have good ideas. Let's deactivate this. So here's the problem. I don't know if there's gonna be any dudes
Frag out.
around to hear this. Okay. Let's see about this thing. Aha! There we go. Let's see. We have a unit at that one right there.
Heads up, hostile presence.
This whole region
one way to find out.
Okay, we're gonna try and fly through the canyon here. Like, I miss the good old days of Ubisoft stuff. Even though I had problems for some of the older Assassin's Creed games, they're somewhat fun to climb around in. The time.
This ain't Hollywood, shithead.
Unidentified aircraft. Respond.
Some of the dialogue in these. The stories just aren't as interesting as they used to be either. Like, there was way more interesting stuff going on in the older Tom Clancy games. And the stories felt like they took bigger risks.
But not
The stories was just more interesting.
Griffin made the right call.
They've just gotten really mediocre, and like, take for example, you look at this setup here with the open world. The open worlds feel like too big for what the boring collectathon crap they give you. They feel too big, they feel super, they're just really boring, not very engaging, mediocre, tedious. So many problems with them. And then you got this, which is a trend of pretty much every Ubisoft game now as well, is just like, oh, kill so-and-so enemies, even with Assassin's Creed, just to get to the last person and the right in the middle there. And it's like, man, this is repetitive. It's the same goddamn game, copy and pasted.
Respond or we will fire.
There are other open world games that are bad that I think are genuinely probably worse than this, but these games just piss me off. With their missions, their layout, their collectathon bullcrap, their leveling system, all this sort of stuff.
They must have called on half of Unidad to stop us.
Just another damage job, kid. Hold on tight. This is gonna get messy.
This helicopter's proof of what the Russians are up to. We can't let them destroy it.
Plus, we don't want to radiate half of Bolivia.
We're ourselves. Let's take these choppers out.
Good hit on the helo.
Alright, there we go. Let's get the crap out of here. Okay, we got the helicopter.
Oh, thank God. I thought we were doomed.
At least 6 times there. I counted 7.
Good work. Let's check in. The sooner we get away from this radioactive shit, the better.
Alright, got it. So, I don't know if this is the original actor that plays Captain Mitchell either, but I do like seeing Captain Mitchell again. It was kind of cool, and I love seeing Sam Fisher, but like, I hate the over advertisement of Sam Fisher. I hope they don't turn next Splinter Cell into a ridiculous, boring ass open world like this one. They need to change it anyways, because if Splinter Cell tried to be an open world, it would actually be too similar to Ghost Recon, because Ghost you can see with the stealth elements, as well as the fact that you have different ways that you can do a mission or an area, unless they force you not to get detected, like they did with this one. they would have to change up how they did Splinter Cell either way if they did an open world thing. Here's the thing though, I think they need to do it still linear. Like more linear, but open in the sense of a Hitman game. I think they should take influence from the recent Hitman games. Not episodic, not microtransactions, not online service bullcrap, which is another problem with Ubisoft games recently. Captain Mitchell, where the crap are you going? Just walking off in the distance. Oh, okay. Bye. You were in the better games. What happened to you? You sold out. Go back. I wanted to go back to the Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Where's my GRAW series? Where's even some of the originals taking Ghost Recon stuff? I think GRAW was Ghost Recon at its best. At least somewhat. And yeah, I think that is actually at its best, because wasn't the PC one more like what we came to know with the originals, where it was first person, tactical kind of shooter? And you had to be careful of like getting one shot practically? And then you had, yeah, it was really, like, Rainbow Six was a similar detail as well.
I trust babysitting little brother here didn't give you too much trouble.
Oh, can we drop that? For anything else?
Nomad, let me introduce you to John Kozak, one of the sharpest of our young recruits.
Kozak.
Oh, you heard of me?
Yeah, just a bit of chatter on the grapevine. All the good.
I'm glad you had your team in place here, Nomad. If the Russians suspect the U.S. is getting involved here, it could make things tense.
Future Soldier?
Washington.
From what I heard at Unidad, there's a power struggle going on inside the Russian government. They don't know what faction they're working with. They just care about the color that...
Uh-huh. How much? Shit. We have a situation.
What's the snafu?
Part of the package you just delivered is missing.
What?
How much?
Enough that we can't just round it off. We need to lay hands on it. Immediately.
I hate to say this, sir, but if time's an issue, we should bring Bowman in on this.
Make it happen.
Bowman, got a situation here. We intercepted a shipment of uranium headed to Russia, but a good chunk of it's gone missing. I need to know what you know about this.
Wait, this is the first I've heard of this. Are we dating other people now?
It's an internal GOSOP.
Family first, I get it. I did hear some scuttlebutt about a shipment Santa Blanca's transferring in a freight
And
train
no,
station in
Nomad
Argentina.
really is an
That might be a
interesting
tango.
character.
Thanks. I owe you one.
No, I owe you one less.
Kozak, head back to that Unidad base and see if you can figure out where that shipment went. Nomad, take your crew to Inca Camina and follow up on that lead.
Good by me. Let's see which one of us strikes gold first.
Hey, this isn't a game. Stay on your toes and try not to screw up.
I'll see you at the finish line.
Yeah, I keep telling myself I was just as cocky at that age.
I don't believe that for a second.
He's the best tech I've ever seen. Real wizard. We almost lost him to Skeltech, but lucky enough for us, he wanted to work in the field. One of the youngest ghosts ever. We usually have a little more seasoning.
I don't want to question your judgment, sir.
I do enough of that for the both of us. That kid there might be as green as a coca leaf, but mark my words, when it comes to soldiers like us, he's the future.
If he lives long enough to see it.
Goddamn youngsters. Is basically what that was saying. But yeah, like the older characters are like the most memorable characters, and it is for a region. Future Soldier, yep, Future Soldier. Okay, interesting. Future Soldier wasn't a bad game. But you have in Rainbow Six, you got Ding Chavez, I believe. He was pretty memorable. Logan was kind of memorable. It was more Vegas games. Oh man, I remember playing the demo to Rainbow Six. I'm sorry, I got hiccups. Rainbow Six 3 Black Arrow, especially. Me and my brother played that demo so many times. We had so much fun with that demo alone that when we finally got the game, it was one of our favorite Rainbow Six games for the longest time. It still pretty much is, but I do really like the Vegas games, and I do enjoy Siege. Siege did a good job of returning to form. Where, I kind of wish if they took the Hitman map layout stuff and mixed it with the Rainbow Six Siege terrorist hunt map layout stuff, and sprinkled their own, like, a little bit of, like, of course, like they did with the original Splinter Cell and like Conviction, and mixed it into Blacklist. If they took Blacklist and mixed it with that, have different, like, little objectives here and there, similar to Chaos Theory, where you plant tracers on boxes or something, or whatever the quest is, or you disable hidden cameras, stuff like that. Linear but still large and has a purpose, and with different routes of how you approach the map. I think that's how the best way you can approach a Splinter Cell mission. Is doing something like that. You can take a little bit of influence from, like, even Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, even though you can tell 5 took influence from stuff like other third-person kind of stealth shooters and such. Like, Metal Gear is literally turned into what Ghost Recon and Splinter Cell is, especially now. Or their latest content, at least. A very similar control scheme, very similar setup and camera angle and everything. But man, these Ubisoft open worlds are just so boring, especially Ghost Recon, and especially, like, sometimes Assassin's Creed has really boring stuff. Like, how did they manage to screw up Odyssey? Odyssey has actually got a world that I'm interested in, and I love the historical presence of it. It's how they approached, like, the time savers, how grindy it is, and just how boring and lifeless the game sometimes feels. It's lucky that I still like the gameplay of those games, even though I don't think the gameplay entirely fits. And there are cool ideas. I love building up your own town or city or whatever, and recruiting people, as well as recruiting other players' characters, which is pretty dope. I like that stuff. I wouldn't... the driving in these Ghost Recon games suck, by the way. The maps feel way too huge and boring and empty. Like, running from place to place, I just do not feel excited running from place to place. It's just super boring. I just don't like these open worlds. They're just very lifeless, very boring. That is the best I can describe it. Boring is literally the word for this stuff. I don't know how else to describe it. Right now, I'm just kind of bored playing this. But man, these need overhaul.
We've got to find a way
just to make them more fun.
Santa Blanca and Unidad. Start digging in Media Luna. Get me some intel we can use.
Okay, let's look around. We got this place. This place. What's with this place? Yeah, look at all this crap. All these assholes over here. Huh. I don't see mission objectives for that Ghost Recon stuff. Oh, is that it? That's it. What is this? Bowman sent a package at this location.
Nomad, I have something for you. I sent a package.
I'll come for that first. And like even in the past, I found out that some of the Tom Clancy games were connected. I found out I think Ghost Recon 2 was connected to Chaos Theory with the Korean War. My friend was asking too, he was watching one of the cutscenes, even though it was in the middle of the game practically. Like, when the characters were saying it must be Korea, they were mentioning Korea, and my friend just goes, which one, North Korea or South Korea? And I'm just like, first off, nitpick. Second off, we're in the middle of the game, so they probably said which Korea it is, for like earlier in the game, or which one they think it is. It's fiction also don't worry about any of that stuff. Like if it offends you in some way. I'm going to take a guess that they're using reference from past like real life like wars, battles we've had, which Korea they're trying to hint to, even if they don't say which one it is. But yeah, I understand to an extent. I still think it's a bit nitpicky though. My friend likes to nitpick a lot of stuff in general.
Bowman.
What is there?
Found your package. I have the access card.
Unidad has custody of a high-level Skeltech engineer. As you can imagine, he knows some sensitive U.S. industrial secrets that we'd like to stay secret. Unidad currently is holding him at an underground research facility, and that card should open the security door. Check your map for the facility's location. I need you and your team.
There is some Tomb Raider stuff going on for the recent
Single extract.
stuff
Consider it done.
of Ghost Recon, because they're having their anniversary.
Call me when you have the engineer. Bowman out.
But goddamn, Ghost Recon just gotten so boring, and it's so sad because I don't know which one's my favorite. Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six are kind of tied, but I think I might lean towards Rainbow Six being my second place favorite of the series. But I do really like
Skeltech?
and like the
This is a
history
tech
of Rainbow
company
Six
started
is a
by
lot
Jason
stronger than the history of
Only one of
Ghost
the
Recon.
smartest and richest people on the planet.
Skeltech probably designed half the gadgets we use. Well, if he's so smart and rich, why does he need us to clean up his mess? Shit, just be glad he hasn't replaced us with robots yet.
Oh, is this a Skell guy from Breakpoint? I haven't seen this guy in this game. So this is probably going to be something new to me.
Check it out.
Down
Weapons
here.
case.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. No. I hope they find a way of, because I still think Far Cry is a pretty good open world game. It's still fun. Like, they made it more fun than 3 is, technically, because when you look at 3, while I do enjoy the characters, what they're doing with the story, Voss is an awesome villain, I don't enjoy the open world. I do think there are good elements to the open world, though.
No. No worries, me. Keep your head on a swivel.
Because the open world does have... I love the wildlife. They do a great job with the wildlife, and I think they're making the open world more entertaining, more fun to explore around in. The side missions, the... how alive the world feels. They do have some empty... like 5 felt empty in places, a lot of places. New Dawn I can somewhat understand being a post-apocalyptic world. Same with stuff like Fallout. I guess the Fallout 3 and New Vegas were kind of boring, though, to me at times, but they're not bad. They're definitely not Ubisoft bad, and I have way more fun with their worlds. I'm sorry to say that Ubisoft's been like one of my favorite game companies, because back in the day they released some of the best crap out there. Splinter Cell being one of my favorite series of all time for the longest time, along with Prince of Persia, Rayman, Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six, even stuff like Hawks and Endwar, which a lot of people don't talk about today as much, and I kind of would love to see sequels to those. We got games like Ace Combat for those like flying lovers, jet game lovers, or whatever like you want to call that genre. Just flying game, I don't know. Yeah, it kind of sucks seeing where Ubisoft is now today. It's just just so weird. The Tom Clancy games are like meant to be realistic espionage type games.
Someone's already hit this place. Keep your head on a swivel.
There's a lot of stuff down here. It's interesting. Now, why is there a lot of like things to collect down here? I don't usually see that. Let's get all of this stuff just because it'll be helpful.
Looks like we caught a break. The scientists are still alive. They've just been knocked out. Many of the Unidad soldiers have been killed.
So our guy should still be alive.
Jeez. How are we supposed to find him in all this mess?
Search, dumbass.
Search, dumbass. You dummy. Huh. Why didn't he kill the scientists? I hear something. It's like my character's trying to be Red Foreman or something. Dumbass. Man, there's a lot of supplies in here. What the hell?
Look at this shit. High caliber rounds. These guys want to hurt somebody's feelings.
Okay. This is quite weird. Wonder what this mission's trying to build up to.
Sounds like company.
Stay quiet.
Okay. It's a building too. Oh.
The hell are you doing here? Bowman didn't say to expect you.
Cause that tough little handler of ours got no idea I'm here.
I was just talking about how boring you are.
Hunting trip.
I love the actor who plays him though.
High level, skilled tech engineer.
But it just felt like they were just playing off of
See, Danny here, he's got access to
his Punisher role.
technology that the government does not want to
And
share.
they just did not do a good job with his boss battle, as well as he just wasn't memorable. You just saw the actor. I just saw the actor rather than the character in him.
So he and we're about to have a little chat.
Our mission from Bowman was to rescue him from Unidad.
I could blow sunshine up your ass all day, but I'll spare you. Bowman, she's my real target. They know exactly what he's been doing, but she's been protecting the little shit.
What's he do for you?
Informant inside Unidad.
These must be some pretty serious secrets for you to go off script.
Must be. Fuck. They're here. Get him out. Okay.
Kayate, you won't live through this. You follow me and do as I say.
You two done making out?
Okay, this got interesting. I wasn't expecting this Walker to be here.
Looks like Walker left some fun for us. Time to earn our pay.
Puta madre! Who are these guys?
If you want to live long enough to find out, keep your head down.
Wow, I don't want any of this! Engaging!
And I was thinking the divisions, the first division at least. I do enjoy the open world
Get the hell out of there.
to Division 2 a little better. God damn it. Help me up. Help me. Help me, Jimmy. I think Division 2 is a little bit more fun than Division 1.
Target marked. Keep an eye on your background.
Dios mío, I can't take this.
Okay, let's just mark this. And go. I wasn't sure how to design my character, by the way, so I made it bald. God damn it. Flanking bastard. Division 1 was like really mediocre and boring. Watch Dogs is the same, sadly. There's some mediocre parts. I think 2 had the most colorful and alive open world. They're not bad. Watch Dogs 1 isn't too bad, and Watch Dogs Legion
Looks like Walker left some fun for us.
is probably technically the worst. But it still feels alive
You'll live long enough to find
to an
out.
extent.
Keep your head down. Lieutenant marked. Marking an enemy.
Poke the hornet's nest. Opening fire.
Stay here, Walker. I'm gonna try and get this dumbass to follow. Come on. Come on. Come on, Walker. Come on, Walker. He's a cat. Oh crap.
We got tangos!
Mierda, get me out of here.
Asshole. Yeah.
Get down.
Tangos! Engaging!
I hate my life.
Barely see that guy down the hall. I kinda like fighting these indoor areas. The enemies are unpredictable in here. And a little bit more fun doing this kind of stuff. That's why I think that if Splinter Cell's open, it should have more like indoor areas and then like
Eyes up, we got hostiles in the area.
some stuff where you can
Looks like we routed
there's
them.
some like outdoor stuff, but not too much.
We got tangos!
Okay, they can break that apparently.
Taking a
Show
shot.
yourself. Show yourself. Come on, show yourself. Oh, you bastard.
Opening fire!
I hate my life.
Come on, Walker. Gotta get through here.
You fellas do good work. We should get together like this more often. Right? Next time I'll bring a high caliber rifle. And I'll bring more grenades.
Oh, jeez. Jerk.
Shit! Open fire!
You're shooting that thing in front of me, you idiot. God damn it, Walker. Okay, so they put, I don't know if that's recent that they put Walker in this game. He's right there, isn't he? He's got to be right there. Gotcha. We still got a bit more to go. I don't know what I would do with a Splinter Cell game. I wish they would have some of the greatest finds. I would...
Sniper! Get a sniper! Get down!
Shit! They've got us blocked off.
Take that engineer, get out of here. Be careful, you trust.
Where are you going?
I'll hold him off. Consider it one you owe me.
You sure? There's more than a few of them, and I don't like being in debt. Engaging! Mierda, get me out of here.
Sniper's got us targeted. Sniper, take cover!
Why aren't my guys locking onto the snipers? What the hell? Oh my gosh, there's more guys back there. Fine, I'll try and take out the stupid snipers.
Engaging tangos. Got the target. Lost the target.
Dumbass.
Fucking sniper's got a 0.
Shit.
Got it. Moving.
Oh, hell.
What the? Are you serious?
Fucking hell.
God damn it, there was like an explosive or something near me.
He's dead.
Dios mío, I can't take this.
I don't know where these guys are.
We got tangos!
Dink.
Enemy down.
Yeah. Good.
Looks like they're feeling froggy.
There's somebody down here though. Okay, follow me.
You guys all good? Damn, I love this job. We got tangos. Danger close.
Yeah, the characters aren't very memorable in this game. Or like Captain Mitchell was.
Moving to position. Need to get to a better position. Up. They're gonna see you. Eyes on the target. Roger that. Target marked. Lost the target. That tango's down.
Good job. Where did... Is Walker no longer following us? Yeah, Walker did go his own separate way. What an asshole. stuff he's talking about, he must be lying about Bowman or something. Or he's got his own twisted way of looking at things. Let's get in this vehicle. This one's got an actual turret on it.
I'll drive.
Alright. Yeah, I hope they go back to I hope they look onto their games, and I know Ubisoft will
Bowman, we've got the package.
hopefully fix things,
I hope it wasn't too much trouble.
because their games are just so boring.
Karen, Bowman, you know this guy?
Just get him to the safe house.
And I can't
I'll pass
stand
the
how
coordinates through to you.
annoying they are. Their mission layouts and everything. It's terrible ass driving. Man. I think I have the Sam Fisher mission I can do in my Xbox One version of this game. I'm playing with the PlayStation version. Yeah, I think if I had any other open worlds I wanted to talk about that I think are genuinely bad, it would be the Risen games. They have genuinely bad open world environments.
This is where it ends, amigo. Take care and stay out of trouble. Bowman, this is Nomad. The package has been delivered.
Excellent. Leave him at the safe house. I'll take care of it from here.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a helicopter. Screw that.
I'm cool.
Helicopters are the only way to travel to open world. That's sad when a helicopter is the best way that you need to travel to open world when everything else sucks. Makes the open world boring. Alright, shut up with the copyright, possibly copyrighted music. Better not be copyrighted, I swear. I'll kick your ass. Hey, there's just so much music in these games.
I'll pilot. You're gonna get made. Hang back. Shall we return to our regularly scheduled program of liberating the people of Bolivia from the tyranny of the Santa Blanca cartel? I'm ready to sling some more lead.
Not yet. I've got a funny feeling about Bowman and this engineer. Let's get moving.
Wait, why are we going back here? Oh.
We gonna listen in or what? Nomad, deploy your drone.
I'm on it. Fire.
Opening fire. I copy.
And of course, that's the kind of crap I'm talking about. Like, you get detected so quickly in this goddamn thing, and like, it screws you up, loses you a helicopter that would have been good to travel the open world, and then it spawns you in such a dumbass location. I hate this kind of crap. So hopefully that music isn't copyright. That's another thing that pisses me off about open world games now.
Program of liberating the people of Bolivia from the tyranny of the Santa Blanca cartel. I'm ready to sling some more lead.
Not yet.
That's basically everything I have to talk about though with open worlds, because
let's get moving.
I think the Risen games, I think that let me pause this. The Ghost Recon games, a lot of Ubisoft games have just been really boring. I would love to review the Watch Dogs Legion DLC because there's some good and bad about it. I will say immediately that I love how like fan servicey it is. They do a great job with the fan service, and it's not that it feels like fan fiction or that it's paying too much to fan service. It's that the characters are actually well developed and interesting, as well as the DLC is pretty funny thanks to Wrench. And I really like Aiden Pierce. I like his character a lot better, especially now. Like, his character is very relatable, but he is a dark kind of character that I can see people being bored by just because he doesn't have a whole lot to, like, he's not very funny, but he's not meant to be. So it's hard for people to really, like, grasp onto his character in that sense, but he's relatable in the sense of his background and the kind of tragedies he's went through and such. But yeah, or like the grief he deals with. But I love, like, here's what I have to say, like, at the end of this video here, is that I love how they bring Aiden Pierce and Wrench into the main campaign and even the multiplayer, that you can play as them. I love their abilities and stuff, and how much they have to them. But man, just the fact that you can have entirely unique dialogue and dialogue recorded for the actors to say throughout pretty much the entirety of the campaign, through the missions, it makes you feel like Aiden Pierce and Wrench can literally be the main characters. You can make them the main characters of the entire story. There was just a lot of effort that went into that, and I think that's really unique about it and gives me a reason to come back and play Legion again. So that's really cool, and I love that you can get them pretty much instantly too, in the main campaign and stuff. I love playing them in the multiplayer. I'm going to be playing more of it because my friend has Legion, and we're going to play that together. Excuse me, just wanted to stretch and yawn. But yeah, it's just Ubisoft Open Worlds are the reason I made this video, because they absolutely, like, playing them again, they absolutely piss me off. The Far Cry games are fine. Assassin's Creed, somewhat fine. There's still some problems I have, especially Odyssey, and I wouldn't doubt you if you had problems with Valhalla or even Origins. But I do somewhat enjoy Origins. I can see why you wouldn't like Valhalla. I feel like Valhalla would have too much. I actually platinumed Origins because I was able to do everything. I had so much fun with it. I respected the game a lot, and I love the Egyptian setting. It's so cool. I love Egypt. And I love learning about their mythology and their history and everything, especially during King Tut's time. Basically any of the Pharaoh timelines, though. But man, the time period, sorry, not timelines. It sounds like a Marvel thing or whatever, DC in the Infinite Earths or something. But yeah, it's so cool seeing that. I wish there was more like Nordic stuff going on with the actual, like, the settings. It feels like Assassin's Creed 1 mixed with if Syndicate was much older, because it's very much a close by location to those games. So I kind of wish the setting was in a different place. It would still be close by to some extent in, like, Norway and such, but you get what I'm trying to say. I wish there was more the Celtic side of things and some of that stuff. There is great DLC from what I heard, and I think they did whoever does Phoenix Rising, whatever that game was called, whoever did that open world should be congratulated, because as a new game and a game that's trying to be Breath of the Wild, that open world was really good. So I'll give that one props. That's probably my favorite open world game as recently. I even put that as my #1 favorite. But man, Ubisoft's just got a lot of problems with their, like, Tom Clancy and their even sometimes Assassin's Creed and of course Watch Dogs and crap. They need to fix that stuff. I hope Far Cry 6 is good. If Far Cry 6 is not that great or has a bunch of problems, then we're gonna have problems. So hopefully there's something good about this stuff. So I hope they do a good job. Once again, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below if you did enjoy this content, of course, and I'll see you guys next time. I will be doing more videos. I have more. I want to talk about open worlds. I want to do more videos using voiced characters, and I want to. I still want to hold to my read along. I know I've held that off. I'm thinking of doing it now that I have the book. It's literally in front of me now. I will try and focus on like how I can do because the weirdest part for me is trying to find something to stay as the background for the video and not close the game on me. So yeah, and I'll talk about my favorite open worlds, and I got other subjects such as versus videos and stuff that I would love to do for the future. So that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.